Hello Gemini, and welcome to your solar flare reading here on the Astroflower. There was a flare that went off. You'll be seeing stuff around me now. And we did a full report of this on Cymatic TV. If you want to go and see that video, it will be popped around my head at some point. And that'll give you all the details on what the energy is all about, how it's affecting the Earth, how it's affecting our chakras, aura system, and the chakra system of the Earth as well. But here we're on the Astroflower and it's all about you. So let's find out what your Astroflower looks like. Here it is here. Now you're one of these curious signs like Sagittarius, your opposite sign, which is a full sign. There's also Capricorn and Cancer who are full signs. So actually when you see your sign here, you have air at the top and fire at the bottom. Yeah, but at the same time you have this sort of scenario where you have a lot of fire within you. Sorry about that, I do apologise. A lot of fire within you. Now there's a fixed fire on your relationship side, and there's cardinal fire mainly on your financial side. And this sort of like plays into you in a way that it creates it's going to create a lot of passion that is within you. And it's going to be how it's going to convert the air that is around the top is how you stimulate your interaction with the world that is around you on the surface, but also underneath. How you connect with people in your relationships, how you connect with people in your financial or your business or your job or your projects, whatever it is on your material side. And on this side here, it's you know, it's a bit like fishing. Try and see, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Don't be so fixed about it. Don't make judgments, prejudge things. Allow things to play out a little bit with you. The main petals that we're going to be looking up, let's just bring up your monthly reading here. Your monthly reading here. The main petals we're going to be looking at is petals 5 and 8 and 7 and 9. Because that is where you have the fires that come into you through your air and how you connect with the world that is around you. We're also going to be looking at the overall energies as well, because it does play into that to a certain extent. So let's just look on your relationship, your physical or your material, on your spiritual, your relationship and your emotional side. In your past, you have the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think there's some sort of disappointment that you've done some really good work on in the past, and you've come to decisions, and people are starting to recognize the good work you've done emotionally within your life, and that recognition is driving a little bit of confidence of how you do things. In your future, this is where you shoot yourself in the foot, and air signs have a tendency to shoot themselves in the foot, to be honest. Libra does this as well. Aquarius a lot less, because it's got that fixed energy there, but certainly Gemini and Libra have this tendency. And in the front of you here is sort of kind of, I don't want to go through those perpetual repeating problems in my life. And the thing is, it's becoming very clear, and this is what the purification about February is all about. It's letting go of those conflicts and those engagements with people and relationships that are around you that are just not worth winning, that are not worth, and everybody loses out of this situation in the 5 of Swords. No one really wins out of the 5 of Swords scenario. The only time we win is through a long-term reflection on what happened. And this is, you've got a big opportunity here to let go of those emotions within your life. And that fixed fire that comes in is coming in from Leo. So it is a very cut and dried passion that you can have with other people, and with that cut and dry passion here, there's a certain nobility about it. There's a certain noble or righteousness that comes along with that fixed fire, and this is where you've got to be righteous with yourself more than anybody else, Gemini. And this is what the solar flare is helping you to do at the beginning of February. Is helping you to be very righteous about your passions according to how you grow your life in regards to relationships and sort of your spiritual path and your emotional path. Here is, you've got to be, I think, clinical with yourself. to stop yourself getting involved in situations which causes you pain more than anything else. And that ties into the overall energies, because you get the Four of Wands with the Nine of Wands. Four of Wands is a marriage card, or going from one portal to another. I think it's a real progression for you, because above that you get the ten of Swords and the Hangman here. And I think February is going to help you to see things differently, so you can finally have something that's dead, done and dusted with. You can let go of it. And it's also going to help you create those healthy boundaries, so you can step into a new cycle, into a new paradigm, even into a new marriage, into a new relationship, with just, feeling confident about who you are and what you want out of all of this. I think it's really important. On your financial side, we get that cardinal fire that comes in from Aries. Now, Aries is very mathematical calculations. 1 + 1 = 2 sort of scenario, but it's also about family as well, and it's bringing into those passions into your life, which helps with a leap of faith within your financial side. And this is all about a new cycle for you, or a new sort of direction in your life, I think, because you get the High Priestess. You get the High Priestess with the Fool card. And that is a real leap of faith according to how you see your future. And it is a leap of faith for you, Gemini. I've been talking about it for a long time, and now it's finally here in this month by the looks of things. And in the petals that are just above it, and this is about your future self as well, so you get your past to your future, you get the Knight of Wands, which has been coming up for everybody, which is really good for you, because you can then stimulate that earth, that air fire scenario that's going on in your life, and using that fertile crossing point of earth and water that's just under the surface of you to actually secure your pathway. And actually she got two knights, so it's going off on a mission. Not only are you going to secure your passions, but also you're going to secure things, or a career path, or business, or projects, whatever it is, according to your heart's desires, according to what makes you kind of go yes. And I think there's an offering, either you're giving it or the world is giving it to you, that's coming up through this. And this is coming in from the outside world, and it's a very organized and calculated passion that's coming into your life, and I would follow that. So and that does play into that Four of Wands and that Nine of Wands, because here is, I wouldn't accept second best if I was you, when you're going off on a new project, a new business, a new adventure in the material world. But let's just pull a few cards and see what the solar flare message is for those two elements. First on your relationship side, the fixed side. Wow, this is so obvious. It's good. Look at this. There's a choice to be made, and I think the choice is inside you. Once you make that choice, you can take off that blindfold and you can see things for what it is, and you will become a leader in your life. Once you make that choice, you can get rid of that 5 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and see things completely differently, because the stimulation from this and being very definitive with yourself and your passions in accordance of how you apply them in your life will bring in that Wheel of Fortune, that change that is within your life. There is no doubt about it. It brings in a new you, and that's where the Hangman comes into play. You're going to gradually start seeing things in a completely different way here. Let's just see what's going on your financial, your material side. You get the 5 of Cups. You had that on your karmic path here with the 8 of Pentacles. So I think now is the time that the universe here, or the energy that's coming through from the sun, is showing you on your karmic path. The past is those 3 cups. The future is those 2 of Cups there. And that's that bringing it into alignment with the Knight of Cups in your life, and letting go of the past and allowing it to follow that passion that's coming into your life, that you know is there, that's sitting under the surface. And it may mean a change of job, or change of business, or change of project, or whatever. It's working towards a much more happier outcome for you. And then you get the 8 of Cups. I think here, because what's above you there, because I can't quite see it, what's above you, what comes out with that 7 of, oh look, yeah, the 7 of, sorry, on my monitor I didn't have the, with the 7 of Pentacles you get the Knight of Swords. So you got the Knight of Swords, you got the Knight of Wands, and you got the Knight of Cups, all in your future here. And I think here is sort of saying, if you want to nurture this future and this stimulate this energy and really stimulate this mental engagement with life, you need to walk away from something, and you need to walk away from that disappointment. It's within your karmic path. You're supposed to be doing this. So Gemini, if I was you, just live it, go ahead and do it. Okay, yeah, if you want to see more on the Astroflower or on Cymatic TV for the energy updates that we do on Cymatic TV, it's a channel all about energy. You'll find it linked in the description below. It's also going to be about my head. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you get the best out of these readings. We will be doing more readings on how the sun is affecting your monthly reading as we go through the month of February. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.